So first, let's start looking at the value of A sub 1. So A sub 1 is the amount of fishes he harvested on Monday. So that number is given, which is 350 kilogram. Okay. So we know that the increase rate is 10% per day. So that means the growth factor is 1 plus 10%, which is 1 plus 0.1, which is 1.1. So that is a growth factor. So A sub 2 would be 350 times 1.1, which is 385. And A sub 3 will be 350 times 1.1 times 1.1. So that would be 1.1 squared. Okay. Well, at this point, you can kind of find a pattern here. So this is a sequence, and starting from 350, and each time you multiply by 1.1 to get the next term. So A sub 4 would be 350 times 1.1 cubed. This will give you 485, okay, sorry, 65. $65, 85. So for A sub 1, that will be 350 times 1.1 to the power of 4, which give you 512.435. So if you take a look at those 5 numbers, you can find that there is a constant multiplier, or we call it common ratio. So that would be geometric sequence. So this sequence, okay, which represent the amount of fishes he harvested from Monday to Friday, this generates a geometric sequence. So for question B, is asking you what's the total amount of fishes he harvested in the whole weeks, which is 7 days, okay, from Monday to Sunday, assuming the growth rate is 10% per day. So how do we solve for this problem? Well, if you interpret this problem, is actually asking you to find out the sum sub 7, because we have 7 days, a whole week, of this geometric sequence. Okay, so how do you find the value of sum sub 7? Well, from the previous lesson, we learned that we can use a general rule for finding the sum of geometric sequence, which is sum sub n, right? So for geometric series, sum sub n equals to the first term times 1 minus the common ratio to the power of n over 1 minus the common ratio. So in this case, that will be 350 times the common ratio is 1.1. So that will be, so the denominator will be 1 minus 1.1, which is negative 0.1. Okay, so right now we get the formula for finding the sum of the first nth term in this geometric sequence. Well, we need to find sum sub 7, so that means we need to plug in n with 7 in this expression. So if you do that, you will get 350 times 1 minus 1.1 to the power of 7 over negative 0.1. Okay, so the question asks you to round up your answer to nearest a whole number. So if you do that, that will be about 3,321. Okay. So that is the total amount of fishes did the fisherman harvest in the whole week.